welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be taking you guys through a full week of workouts at 21 weeks pregnant. I took you guys through a full week of workouts during my first trimester, and I had such good feedback from it that I decided I wanted to do another full week of workouts now that I'm in my second trimester, and I will do another one when I am in my third trimester. Right now, I have been able to exercise anywhere from 4 to 6 days every single week. It really depends on a week-to-week basis. I really shoot for a minimum of 4 to 5 days every single week. So right now, my lifting split is day 1 is a leg day. It's typically glute and hamstring focused. Day 2 is a push day, so that is chest, shoulders, and triceps. Day 3 is another leg day that is total leg focused, mostly quad focused, but I kind of hit a little bit of everything. And day 4 is a pull day, so back and biceps. And then the other 1 to 2 days, if I am working out, are typically like active rest days. So things like yoga, things like a spin class, things like going for walks or doing Pilates at home, things like that. Really, whatever the heck I want it to look like. Cardio, core, stretching, mobility, whatever the heck I want it to look like. Most of my weeks have looked like 5 days, 4 of those lifts and 1 active rest day, and then 2 total and complete rest days. And I have absolutely been loving this split in my second trimester. I feel like I've adjusted really well to it. For the most part, all of my workouts have really been right about 45-ish minutes. And then at the end of every single one of my lifts, I'm pretty much doing anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes of cardio at the end of every single workout. So whether I show that through the course of this video or not, pretty much after every single lift that I'm doing anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes of cardio in some capacity every single day, depending on what my schedule allows for. I always like to point out when I do full week of workouts that this is obviously my full week of workout. This is what works for me, my body, and my baby. So please keep that in mind when you are watching this video. Please, first and foremost, always listen to what your doctor is recommending for you and make sure that you are doing whatever is the safest and best for you, your body, and your baby. But I also hope that this could maybe provide some insight, some tips and tricks. I'll be going over form and cues and things like that. I always really enjoy watching these videos. It gives me new ideas of exercises. It gives me new ideas of how to try things out. So without further ado, let's dive right into this video.
All right, besties, getting right into it. It is day 1. We are doing a glute and hamstring day today. I always start off with a warm-up, but I did not show it for you guys today. We are starting the lift off with barbell sumo squats. So pop yourself under the bar. Feet are going to go wider than hip width, toes pointed slightly outwards. Make sure you are engaging at your core, coming down, hit that 90 degrees, and breathing as you come back up, driving through like the center of those feet. Really focus on keeping good form here and don't care too much about how much weight you have on that bar. Moving into a superset next, we are starting off with dumbbell RDLs. My favorite glute and hamstring movement of all time. You're going to take 2 weights. Chin is going to stay tucked. You're going to pull those shoulders back. Stay in a flat line with your back. Press your hips back as if you are trying to close a car door with your butt. You're going to keep a slight bend in those knees, but you're not going to be bending at your knees. Really try to keep your core braced in as much as you can. Are going to be pairing this with weighted step ups. The leg that is stepping up, that hand is going to have the weight. You can see I am using the wall for some extra stability, since we know balance gets a little bit trickier as you go on in your pregnancy. Really try to drive through the center of that foot that is on the box, keeping it nice and slow and controlled, really isolating that one foot, and you will feel your booty cheeks on fire. We are moving into single leg stability ball curls now. This is a great movement to target the back of those legs, but also keeping that core engaged. So you're going to drive your heel into the ball, bridge yourself up, and curl your leg in and out. You're going to swap sides and do the exact same thing on the other side. Your head can stay up or down, whatever is comfortable for you. Just make sure you are keeping that core tight and engaged through the entire movement. Move into the bridges. You are going to drive both heels into the ball, keeping your legs right about at 90 degrees. Keep that core tight and engaged. Bridge up, come right back down. Doesn't really matter how high you get with this bridge, but keep that core tight, engaged, and make sure that we are keeping our form good. Finishing off our workout today, we are doing machine abductions. We are going to start with just doing regular abductions, coming out and coming back in. This machine moves with you. It's pretty fun. It's like you're on a little roller coaster. Abductions are going to hit right around the outside of your glutes. After we do 10 of those, we're going to stay out and do 12 pulses, and your butt is going to be burning by the end of it. Right, y'all, day 2, here we go. We are going into a push day. So we are doing chest, shoulders, and triceps today. Once again, we always start off with the warm-up, even if we don't show it. We are starting off with a machine incline press today. I have been loving doing variations of a chest press. As you get bigger through pregnancy, you don't necessarily want to lie flat on a bench anymore, so take yourself up onto an incline or use a fun machine like this. It's great because it guides you right through the movement, making sure we're coming down, hitting that 90 degrees, keeping that close grip. Your chest is going to be nice and toasty to start off your workout. Moving into a shoulder superset now, we are starting with dumbbell lateral raises, one of my favorite shoulder exercises of all time. You can take either a staggered stance with your feet like I am or a stacked stance, bringing those arms out to your side, keeping a slight bend in those elbows. Try not to rock and use too much momentum. We are pairing that with a seated Arnold press. So you're going to start palm facing inwards and twist as you press overhead, ending up facing palm facing forward. Make sure you are breathing as you come up. You can use a bench with a back up for some extra support. My gym didn't have any open today, so I just went with a regular bench. Moving into another superset here, we are starting off with cable tricep pushdowns. You're going to grab the handle attachment, palm facing upwards, and pull that cable straight down to straighten your arm. Stop right about at 90 degrees and come back up. You're going to make sure that you are bending just at the elbow to really isolate your triceps here, making sure they're what is working. We are pairing that with my favorite cable chest exercise of all time, a cable chest fly. So you're going to come out into that staggered stance. You're going to come palms facing slightly upwards, bring it all the way in towards yourself, keeping a slight bend in those elbows. Squeeze your chest at the top of your movement and come back out. Finishing it out today with cable tricep kickbacks. So you're going to take a slight lean forward, grabbing the cable. You're going to push your arm out straight and coming back in, bending just at your elbow, making sure your triceps are the only thing that are bent. There is just something about a tricep exercise that makes you just feel so strong and so powerful, and it was such a good way to end today's workout. Moving into day 3, it is our pull day, back and biceps. We swapped up our routine a little bit this week because normally we do 2 days, then an active rest day, and then 2 more days. But our routine, our schedule, it was a bit off this week. So we're doing a pull day, starting off with kettlebell bent over rows. The hand that has the weight is the leg that is staggered backwards. One hand is going to be on a box or a bench. Nice flat back, drive that elbow back towards your hip, keeping your shoulder engaged, squeezing your shoulder blades in the back of the movement. Moving into a superset here, we are starting off with cable rope pull downs. So you are going to use the rope attachment, drive your elbows straight down to the ground, squeezing your shoulder blades in the back of the movement. Really think about engaging your back to make sure it is your back working in this movement, keeping your core nice and tight. Sitting on the ground is going to give you a bit more stability, which we need at this point in pregnancy. We are supersetting that with cable bicep curls. So use the bar attachment, pop it all the way down to the bottom, keep those elbows nice and close in, curl all the way up and back down. Breathe through it. I hate bicep curls, but we will get through this together. Next superset starts off with cable straight arm pulls. So grab some bar attachment. You're going to take a staggered stance. Arms will be nice and straight, maybe a slight bend in them. You're going to hinge your hips backwards, but keep your chest nice and puffed out forward. Keep those arms straight. Pull that bar into your hips, engaging your shoulder blades at the back of the movement. Give a big, long stretch at the top to get a full range of motion. We are supersetting that with cable eccentric hammer curls. So you're going to curl up normal, take a slow 3 count down. We're using that rope attachment, palms facing inwards to hit the other head of your bicep. We are finishing out today's workout with a drop set of cable mid rows. So we're going to row right into the center of our belly button, squeezing our shoulder blades in the back of the movement, keeping our shoulders engaged so we're not letting it flail forward as we come forward. We're going to do 10 at a higher rep range, and then we're going to drop that weight, take about a 5 to 10 second rest and go right into 10 more at a lower rep range. This is such a good way to burn out a muscle group at the end of your workout. It is killer, but it feels so good when you are done with it. Last lift of the week, we are doing a total leg day. It is going to be mostly quad focused, but a little bit of everything. We have a special guest with us today. We are starting off with a hack squat. If your gym does not have this, you can either use a barbell or you could use 2 dumbbells up on your shoulder. You're going to unrack the machine and then squat, hit that 90 degrees and breathe as you come back up, making sure you are engaging your core, pulling it in to your back. Listen, we love to hate them, and they really are awful in the best way, but we are doing Bulgarian split squats. You're going to set your legs up at 90-90. You can see that I'm keeping a little bit of a straighter stance today. If you have that hinge forward, that slight lean in your chest, it's going to target more of your glutes, but for today, we want to hit more of our quads, so I took more of a straighter stance today. If you're holding one weight, the leg that is back, that hand is going to have that weight. Breathe as you come up from the bottom. Just push yourself and get through this. We can do it, besties. Leg extensions are up next, so find a leg extension machine. We are doing 8 on each leg, so a single leg extension. Listen, these are one of my least favorite exercises, but we will do it together. You're doing 8 on each side at a lower weight, and then you are going to up your weight and bang out 8 with both of your legs. My face is the exact representation of how I feel doing leg extensions, but listen, sometimes we have to do hard things that we do not enjoy doing. Speaking of things we do not enjoy doing, we have calf raises. With this machine, the weight sits onto our shoulders. You will come down and come up onto your toes, forcing yourself to work those calves. Even though we do not like it, we will get through it and we will have nice, strong, beautiful calves because of it. And our finisher today, she is a toasty one. We are doing single leg presses. You're going to do 12 on one leg, rest for 10 seconds, do 10 on the same exact leg, rest for 10 seconds, do 8 on the same exact leg, and then you will switch over and you will do it all over again on the other leg. Listen, you will indeed contemplate your entire life throughout the course of this movement. You can see it. It's happening right now. I'm talking into my mic. You guys heard this on my Instagram already. I was going through it a little bit, but we got through it together. You are staying at the same weight for all of this. Make sure that you hit that 90 degrees on our leg press. Just power through because we are done our workout after this.
Hi friends, happy Saturday. I just got home from taking a spin class this morning and oh my God, was it the perfect way to end this week of workouts. It literally felt so freaking good. It was an 8:30 in the morning spin class. I got there. It's so nice. I love spin because you can scale it up or back no matter what your level is at the moment, so you can stay seated, you can come up to standing, you don't have to go as fast as everybody else in the room. It's really individualized, so even if they're telling you to up your resistance and you can't, it's okay. It was just such a good class and I felt so freaking good afterwards, and I'm just so happy that I did it. I am just so proud of myself and my body. Overall, this week of workouts truly has been, I think, the best week of workouts that I have had since being pregnant. Honestly, I feel like in the beginning of my pregnancy, I really struggled with adapting my workouts to what I need to be doing now in comparison to what I was doing before I got pregnant. I was trying to hold on to what I was doing in the past and trying to mold those workouts, but just having a hard time adjusting my life to now needing my workouts to be different. And I think over the past couple weeks, I've really found a good routine and how to still get good workouts that made me feel strong, that made me tired without absolutely killing myself in the process, and that were also pregnancy safe. And so I just feel like this week of workouts was really, really good because I found a good routine for where I'm at right now in pregnancy. Obviously, as I continue to get bigger, as I move into my 3rd trimester, I'm gonna have to shift again. Right now, I'm really fortunate that I have the energy most weeks to work out 4 to 5 days every single week. I'm sure that won't always be the case, but for now, I feel comfortable and able to do it. And so that is what I have been doing. And I am really, really grateful for that. And I just feel like the biggest thing as a takeaway from this week is to just adjust your workouts to where your body is at right now. And that is And whatever it is for you, that is perfectly fine, and that is what you should be doing. I feel like for so long I was trying to hold on to the workouts that I used to do, the lifts I used to do. It was difficult for me to not lift as heavy, but I am working out 4 to 5 days a week at 5.5 months pregnant. And that is a win right there. You know what I mean? And I'm really, really proud of that. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my body and all it is able to do and has been doing for the past 5.5 months, and what it will continue to do for the next 3 months, growing a literal human being inside of me. So I just want this to be a reminder for you guys that your workouts are going to change and they're going to evolve as you change and evolve. My workouts pre-pregnancy look entirely different than during my pregnancy, which will look entirely different than my postpartum and kind of back to my normal recovery post-pregnancy. And so I just want to make sure that you know it is okay to adjust your workouts for wherever your life is at right now. It doesn't make you lazy. It doesn't make you a failure if things have changed. That's how life is. Life changes and life evolves, and our fitness journey and our routine should change alongside of that. I've become so passionate about that the last week or so, because me changing my routine has changed my entire outlook. I just feel so much better. I feel like I'm getting good workouts in, but I feel like I'm not overdoing it, and I'm just really, really proud of myself for that. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Listen to your body. Listen to what is right for you, whether that is not working out, if that is what feels right in this phase of life for you, working out 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, however much works for you, whether you're doing yoga, walking, it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter what you are doing, as long as you're doing what is best for you. So with that being said, I am going to wrap up this video here. I hope you guys liked this video. Hope you found it helpful and insightful. I do plan on doing another full week of workouts in my 3rd trimester. So we have one for my 1st trimester, my 2nd trimester, and my 3rd trimester that you guys can hopefully look back on. So with that being said, I am going to wrap up the video here. If you guys like the video, please make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. You already know it supports my channel. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss another video that I post. If you haven't, make sure you follow me on my Instagram and TikTok so you can see all the fitness, health, and lifestyle content that I post on there. And I will catch you guys here next time.